Welcome to Stoic Seek, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how it can help us navigate the challenges of life. Today, we'll address a situation many of us have faced. What to do when a woman ignores you? It's a question loaded with emotions, confusion, frustration, or even a bruised ego. But as Stoics, we don't let emotions dictate our actions. Instead, we approach such moments with clarity, reason, and virtue. In this episode, I'll guide you through a Stoic perspective on this issue, teaching you how to maintain your dignity, find inner peace, and respond in a way that aligns with your highest self. Let's dive in. 1. Understand what you can and cannot control. The first principle of Stoicism comes from Epictetus, who said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." When someone ignores you, whether it's a woman you're interested in, a friend, or even a colleague, it's crucial to recognize that their behavior is not within your control. You can't force someone to respond to you. You can't dictate their feelings, thoughts, or actions. But what is in your control? Your reaction, your mindset, your actions moving forward. This distinction between what you can and cannot control is liberating. Instead of obsessing over why someone isn't paying attention to you, focus on how you handled the situation. Ask yourself, am I acting with patience and dignity? Am I letting this situation define my worth? Am I staying true to my values? 2. Detach from ego and rejection. Let's be honest. When someone ignores us, it hurts. But why? The answer often lies in our ego. We interpret their silence as a rejection of our worth. We think, why am I not good enough? Or, what did I do wrong? But the Stoics teach us that our value doesn't depend on external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Her silence doesn't diminish your value. It simply reflects her state of mind, her preferences, or perhaps her own struggles. Detaching from ego means understanding that her behavior is not about you. 3. Reflect without obsession. While it's important to avoid overthinking, self-reflection can be a valuable tool. Seneca advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Take a moment to reflect. Is there a legitimate reason she might be ignoring you? Did you say or do something inappropriate? Or is her silence unrelated to you altogether? If there's something you can genuinely improve, do so, not to win her attention, but to grow as a person. But don't fall into the trap of obsessing over every detail. Overanalysis rarely leads to clarity. It often feeds insecurity. 4. Practice amor fati. Love your fate. The Stoics taught a powerful concept called amor fati, which means love your fate. If a woman ignores you, embrace the situation as it is. Instead of resisting reality, accept it fully. This doesn't mean you give up on self-improvement or communication, but you stop fighting against what is. Epictetus said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happens the way it happens, and you will be happy." If she's not interested in you or chooses to ignore you, that's part of your journey. Maybe it's teaching you resilience. Maybe it's guiding you towards someone who values you. Either way, it's a part of life's unfolding. 5. Maintain virtue in your response. Stoicism is rooted in the pursuit of virtue. When faced with silence or rejection, ask yourself, am I responding with patience? Am I acting with respect, both toward her and myself? Am I upholding my dignity? Virtue isn't about getting the outcome you want. It's about staying true to your principles, no matter the outcome. For example, if you've reached out to her and she hasn't responded, don't bombard her with messages or lash out in frustration. Instead, respect her space and move forward with grace. Remember, how you respond says more about you than about her. 6. Focus on your own growth. One of the best ways to handle being ignored is to redirect your energy. Instead of fixating on her, focus on yourself, your goals, passions, and growth. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to live in accordance with nature. For you, this means fulfilling your potential, regardless of external circumstances. Ask yourself, What can I learn from this experience? How can I grow stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? Am I becoming the person I aspire to be? When you invest in your own development, you not only become more fulfilled, you also attract people who align with your values and aspirations. 7. Release attachment to outcomes. A key Stoic practice is releasing attachment to outcomes. This doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop clinging. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, compared life to a banquet. Take what is offered to you and be content. If it passes you by, let it go. If this woman isn't responding to you, let it go. Trust that what's meant for you will come and what isn't will pass. This mindset not only brings peace, but also frees you from the desperation that often drives poor decisions. 8. Gratitude for the experience. Finally, practice gratitude. Yes, even for being ignored. Gratitude shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. Instead of focusing on what you didn't get, appreciate what the experience has taught you. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Be grateful for the opportunity to practice patience. Be grateful for the clarity you've gained about her feelings. Be grateful for the chance to grow stronger and wiser. Gratitude turns every experience, good or bad, into an opportunity for growth. To recap, understand what you can and cannot control. Detach from ego and rejection. Reflect without obsession. Practice amor fati, love your fate. Maintain virtue in your response. Focus on your own growth. Release attachment to outcomes. Practice gratitude. When a woman ignores you, it's not the end of the world. It's an opportunity to practice resilience, patience, and wisdom. Remember, the Stoic path isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them with courage and clarity. Thank you for joining me today on Stoic Seek. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on living a virtuous and meaningful life. And let me know in the comments, how do you apply Stoicism to challenges in your relationships? Until next time, stay grounded, stay virtuous, and seek the wisdom within.